Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Evolve Beyond Limits podcast, where we are talking all things personal growth, transformation, and stress optimization. So today I want to talk to you about a tool that you can use to channel somebody else's energy in order to create something that you want in your life. And sometimes that is a skill set. Sometimes that is just a feeling that you want to have, whatever that looks like. And it can be a personality trait. So here's the thing is that as humans and in human design, we would even talk about the fact that we are all designed slightly different. We all have different experiences and we all have these different lives. And the point of that is that we're designed to learn from one another. We're designed to, so there's things that you might learn from me. There's tons of things that I learned from you. And if we could go through the world thinking about these things and looking at each other through this lens, we have this beautiful gift to teach others as well as learn from others every single moment of every single day. So I'm going to tell you a story, and it's kind of a silly story, but it's important because this is what I did. So I really am not, I'm choosing and committed to changing my relationship with the dentist. Okay, I don't know what happened to me growing up that I just despise the dentist. It's like the sounds, the smell, just everything about it. I think I've always been a little bit self-conscious about my teeth because I have like the part in my teeth is a little bit crooked because my mouth wasn't big enough to fit all of my teeth in it. I don't know, whatever. Don't feel as if I ever had this great relationship with the dentist and all of that. So at one point, you guys, I went 8 years without seeing a dentist. Okay. Not proud of that fact, but it is true. And I just finally went back to the dentist about a year and a half ago for the first time after 8 years, came back with a clean bill of health, not a single cavity. So there's kudos to me. So then I went another year and a half. Okay. I avoided the dentist for another year and a half. And so I just went to the dentist the other day and I showed up for my appointment and I was like, I sent my friend Amy a text and I said, I am channeling my inner Amy as I go into the dentist because my friend Amy loves the dentist. She loves it. She was like, if I could go to the dentist every single week, I would. And I still think it's weird. And I've never met anybody like this in my life. Maybe you're one of them. Shout it out if you are. But I was just like, that's the type of energy I want towards the dentist. I don't like when things have power over me. I don't like when I feel afraid of something or I don't. So when something like that comes up in my life, I'm like, well, I'm going to transform it. I don't have to live my entire life being afraid of the dentist. I can actually transform this energy. But I don't really have access to loving the dentist yet. I'm not there yet, okay, through my journey. And so while I go through the steps of continuing to show up, who do I need to show up as? What person can I tap into that I can tap into their energy and channel it while I go through this thing? And for that, my answer was Amy. I was like, I'm going to channel my inner Amy. And I am just going to go in and I'm going to allow the dental appointment to be the best thing that it can possibly be. And you know what? The hygienist was like, because she was doing this thing on my teeth. And I was like, gosh, the sound, and she's like, hey, like next time, just bring your headphones. We have people bring headphones all the time, put something on, it drowns out the noises. And I was like, oh, like she's giving me the answers to allow myself to enjoy the dentist a little bit more. And I know that this seems like a funny example, but I left with another clean bill of health. Thank you very much. And, honestly, my experience was so much better that I put another dental appointment on the calendar and I'm not so scared of the next one. I'm not already dreading my next dental appointment. And so it was a subtle shift, but I could do that by really harnessing into my friend's energy. So you can do this with people in your life. If there's something that maybe you love the way that they show up in relationships, maybe you love the way that they connect with others, maybe you love how they walk into a room and you're like, whoa, or maybe you love the way that they dress or the way that they talk to people. Whatever that looks like. And it doesn't even have to be somebody you know. I did this. This is kind of an embarrassing story, but I'm going to tell it anyways. I actually did this I don't know if anybody's ever watched The Vampire Diaries, but I've never considered myself much of like a sexy, sensual type of person. But I think it's an energy I'd like to try on sometimes. And the person that I think of, and this is so silly, is in Vampire Diaries. There's a vampire named Catherine, and I don't like the essence of her, okay? Because she's kind of mean and she does some terrible things and she's pretty self-centered. However, she walks through the world like she owns it. And there's something about the way that she is like so unhinged that I do love. So I think to myself, I don't have to love everything about a person, but there can be a part of them that's like I want to try on. And so it's like, can I sometimes channel my inner Catherine? Because I'm sure it's in there, right? I just have to but she shows me maybe how to get there. So again, these don't even have to be real people, but maybe you can channel your Beyonce energy. Maybe there's somebody who's really successful, like Alex Hormozy, and you don't know how to be as disciplined as that man seems to be. And so you're like, I'm going to harness my Alex energy. Whatever it is and whoever it is, it doesn't really matter. And again, even if you don't love the person, but there's a part of them that you're like, man, I would just love to be able to harness some of that, channel it and allow yourself to, until you can fully embody a certain thing, it's okay to borrow energy from other people. And I have clients say this all the time. They'll be like, I sat there and I said to myself, what would Stacy do in this moment? Would she turn away from discomfort or would she walk straight into it? And you guys know me well enough to know that I'm pretty good at walking straight into discomfort. And so maybe that's something that you can learn from me, even if you don't like me, right? Even if there's a ton of other pieces of me you don't like don't take those pieces. Just take the one and allow yourself to harness it until you can embody and try on and play with that energy until you hold it in yourself enough that it just becomes part, like another aspect of who you are and how you get to show up. So anyway, just wanted to share that little tool with you because I think it's really powerful. I use it all the time. I just think to myself all the time, who has this energy that I need right now? Maybe it's like a little bit of extra confidence because I need to pick up the phone and make this phone call. I do this with my husband. I'm like, Andrew, if somebody's calling me and maybe it's my first instinct to not answer the phone, because it's like not a perfect situation or whatever, he would just answer it. He would just answer it. And so I use him as somebody that I get to learn from. So just take a look around and in your life and maybe even create a list of people in your life and something about them that you admire and that you can pull from and channel that into, maybe just pieces of your own life that you might be struggling with or that you want to work on. So I don't know, try it out, have some fun with it. And it can be really fun too to tell people what you channel from them. There's a lot of things I channel from Amy, not just her love for the dentist, but it can be really fun to tell people that, you admire this quality about them and that you think about them often when you're trying to try that on and you need to get through something. And that can be a really fun game of gratitude and appreciation to play too. So, all right, that's all I have for you guys today. Just remember that transformation starts with awareness and builds with the choosing to take action on that awareness. Share this episode with someone who might need to hear it, and let's keep evolving together. See you on the next one.